Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers Player 2 version of Chun-Li, the Target exclusive red version. It is the same figure that we had previously gotten here in her regular Player 1 blue. This one is in red. That is the only difference. There is no other difference whatsoever in the packaging, in the accessories, and things like that. It's just different colors. So it seems to be like the Player 2 versions are going to be exclusive somewhere. So like the Player 2 Ryu, which I thought I had right here, right next to me, it's like under a stack of figures, was exclusive to Paul Mart store. Player 2 Chun-Li is exclusive to Target because Target likes to do the whole, if it's red, we should do an exclusive on it. Which, you know, I get it, right? It's on brand. It's on marketing. But anyway, here we have the Chun-Li. It has already begun to hit Target stores. So if your Target sells Street Fighter figures, you can expect this to arrive. Either it's already arrived or should soon arrive. It comes 2 Chun-Lis in the red and 1 Fei Long in the box. And yes, the Fei Long is the newer, updated version. And then, of course, some Targets have gotten the new updated Fei Long and Fei Long and Chun-Li's also, because I did get mine at Target. But if you were to order figures from like Amazon right now, you would get the updated one. So I got the updated Ryu from Amazon. And the way to tell is when you look at the back of the box, you actually just get the singular figure there. So like my original Ryu here on the back, you can see it's got all 3. So it has the cross cell. But the new one just has the singular figure there. In terms of paint and whatnot, it's just a lot more smooth in terms of like the face paint and things like that. The skin tones match kind of across the board, like the neck and the face. Whereas on the previous one, it wasn't perfect and the paint looked a little thick and caked on. And really that's the only difference when it comes to the stuff. Like it's extremely noticeable in Fei Long. And I think that's the one where it's like you definitely got to get it. Chun-Li, there's obviously a little bit of improvement there. And Ryu, same thing, a little bit of improvement. This Chun-Li kind of goes along with the updated version of Chun-Li, which I do have here, and we'll be doing the comparison. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box so we can go ahead and take a look at the Player 2 version of Chun-Li, the Target exclusive. Okay, so here is the Chun-Li figure out of the package, and exactly what you would expect from the previous Chun-Li. The joints are nice and tight on this figure, and that is something that comes along with these updated versions as well from the previous release. So if you guys are not aware, it seems like Jada Toys has changed factories from one factory that they were using to produce the figures to a new factory that is producing them at a higher quality and better paint application. So like Fei Long, his muscle definition, the paint that was on there was pretty heavy. It's definitely a lot more smooth and blended in on Fei Long. The other ones, it's going to be the same thing, smoother paint and not nearly as noticeable. Fei Long is really the one that if you're going to, you know, upgrade to get the better one, Fei Long's the one to get. But anyway, with Chun-Li and all figures going forward, that's kind of how the case should be with the newer factory. But this Chun-Li, exactly what to expect. Again, the accessories are the exact same. So we get that kick effect here, so that 3-kick effect type of deal. We get that. We get the little stand so you can be able to use that kick and kind of pose her in certain ways. I've already swapped the hands, but out of the package she has just fists, and then she has the extra set of hands, so just kind of the straight up hands there to get her in her like fight pose. We do have the 2 head sculpts. I've already swapped out the head sculpt, so we just have kind of the relaxed head there. This is nothing new. We've seen this before. Obviously the other one. The difference is these hair, I don't know, the hair covers are pink on this one as opposed to a white color. But the head sculpts themselves are the same, so we get this one, and then we get this screaming head sculpt there. So again, accessories are essentially the exact same. We just get red, just like the Ryu Player 2 version was the same thing, just different color. Accessories and everything were the same. Same case here. So let's get in for a closer look. Okay, so here's an up-close look at Chun-Li. So this is the head sculpt that comes out of the package. This one comes off and on very easily. The screaming head sculpt, not nearly as much. So I'm a little hesitant to constantly swap them out, but I will swap that out again here to show you guys. But again, the head sculpts are the same. So we get a closer look. Let me kind of pose this Chun-Li out a little bit better so she can stand up straight. But the Chun-Li figures are the same, as you can see. Paint-wise, they are the same. No issues going on there. Even the paintwork, like in the little bit of shading in her forearms and on her hands, are essentially the same. It's just you swap out the blue for red, swap out the white for pink, and that is it. The white boots go pink. The white here on under undershirt goes pink, and then here for her hair, white goes pink. Other than that, not a whole lot different going on, but it's still cool to get the Player 2 versions. At this point, I'm all in on the Jada Toys Street Fighter line, and then when it comes to like Mega Man, I'll get all the Mega Mans themselves. I won't get all the villains because, you know, I gotta control my collecting somehow, some way, right? But looking at it, paint apps are applied pretty cleanly. It looks like there's some paint rub or something going on there on mine. Not that big of a deal. The bracelets just black and silver. Those look pretty good. The boots there. No issues in terms of paint or anything like that going on. So that is the regular head sculpt. I'm trying to be very careful not to also break off that hair. I did that on my original Chun-Li way back when I had first reviewed it. See, this head sculpt goes on there. It's just not as smooth. But this one looks pretty good. The Screaming Chun-Li head sculpt came out looking nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at her articulation. Okay, so Chun-Li's articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so she can only look up so much, but that is actually pretty good. She can look down quite a bit as well, because the head, you can go down, and then the neck itself moves forward, so you can be able to look down. Full rotation in that head sculpt, of course, and you do get some pivot in there, which is quite nice. The arm, you can get the arm to go straight on out like so. You get a full rotation in there. Of course, you got an upper bicep swivel actually inside of the sleeve in there, so that is pretty cool that you get that. Double jointed pinless elbow, so you get that much bend there at the elbow, which is quite nice. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on both sets of hands. We got the diaphragm rocker and the ball joint on there, so just working both, you can get her to tilt all the way to her left, and then you can get her to tilt all the way to her right as well. You can get her to lean back that much, and then coming forward, you can go forward that much there, which is awesome. You get a swivel at that waist. The diaphragm does swivel, and you can work it a little bit, but it's just best to kind of go along with the waist in there. I know it looks like I'm moving it very easily. It is not loose in any way, as you can see. Legs go out that far apart, which is fantastic. She could do the full-on splits, which is great. She can kick forward that high. The leg goes back quite a bit. As you can see, we have about a mid-thigh cut in there for a swivel, and then you have the double jointed knee that is pinless there. You get a boot swivel at that boot. Having a hard time swiveling it in, but out I can do, but in for some reason doesn't seem to want to work. But anyway, foot hinges down quite a bit. You get a lot of hinge forward, which is great. Ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So exactly what you would expect out of Jada Toys. They are just killing it in this action figure game for $25 action figures to have all kinds of articulation and range of motion. Okay, and then to show you kind of how that effect piece works is you can use the stand, port it into the stand, and then here you can have Chun-Li kind of doing her kick, and then you could put her foot into whichever one you want to kind of show her quick kicks and how you kind of do that. So however you want to work it, you can do it like so. Okay, and so for our Player 2 lineup so far in the Jada Toys Street Fighter line, we have our Paul Mart store exclusive Ryu, and then now we have our Target exclusive Chun-Li. Which Player 2 variations would you like to see next, and where do you think it's going to be exclusive to? I don't think we'll see Player 2s be general releases. I feel like we're going to see them be exclusives to places, you know, like Entertainment Earth exclusive, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, maybe an Amazon exclusive, but I don't think Walmart... I'm trying to think if Walmart started selling Jada Toys Street Fighter. I thought I saw something somewhere. I don't know if maybe it was Canada or if it was Walmart's in the U.S. But we shall see. Time will tell. I know Entertainment Earth is probably a big supplier for a big client for Jada Toys, and Big Bad Toy Store, I'm sure too. So we might see exclusives go to them. We shall see. But you guys let me know who you think is going to be next, and let the speculation begin on the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive on what it's going to be. I know we've seen some leaks on some things. Don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but it's going to be exciting to see what they're going to have on display at San Diego Comic-Con. But you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of this Player 2 Target exclusive red Chun-Li? What do you think of the Jada Toys Street Fighter line in general? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.